Can one start a business without any capital? You're probably thinking no. Well, I did and it worked. In this video, I'm going to share the exact steps I took to launch my business with zero capital. I'm not saying that this strategy is going to work for every type of business, but it will definitely work for ideas similar to mine. Watch to the end because the final step is the most important, and that led to a major success. So here's my story. My business is about supporting young graduates in Cameroon to launch their own business instead of staying unemployed. In Cameroon, most university graduates struggle to find attractive job opportunities. So I wanted to give them an opportunity to learn from business experts, entrepreneurs, get inspired, and understand the steps to take to start a business. Before I implemented this idea, it was just sitting in one of my folders called Idea Bank. So this is just a folder where I put all of my ideas. I would talk about the idea with friends, with colleagues, but I didn't take the necessary steps to launch it. I also did not know how to go about it. But everything changed once I met someone who is now a friend, and he's an experienced entrepreneur. I discussed the idea with him that I wanted to have a learning platform that would match graduates in Cameroon with business experts in Switzerland. He listened carefully and then gave me some advice. At that point, I had the blueprint of all the steps I needed to take in order to pursue and implement this idea. The first thing I did was to document the idea on a lean canvas. So this is just a one-page document that captures 9 essential parts of every business. I then shared this one-page document with the same friend who gave me valuable advice. So he explained that I didn't really need an app to get started with the idea. So my idea had 2 important stakeholders. First were the graduates in Cameroon who wanted to launch their own business because they didn't have a job opportunity. The second important stakeholder were the business experts or entrepreneurs who will be willing to partake in sharing their knowledge with the graduates. Once these 2 stakeholder groups were identified, the next measure was to reach them. I didn't have enough financial resources to pay for advertisement or to pay the experts, especially in a country like Switzerland where they can be very expensive. So I had to leverage my network. To attract the graduates, I set up a Google form with a few questions and shared the Google form with friends and colleagues in Cameroon, asking them to invite graduates to apply who wanted to learn about business and the steps to take to launch one. While this was being done, I had to start creating the course material and the entire program. With my master's degree in business development, I knew what content was important for such a course. So from introduction to entrepreneurship, how to identify a business idea, pitching, finance for startups. At the end, I came up with a 6-week program and a schedule that would be followed by the experts. Next, I needed to reach the experts. Again, here my network was very important. I had completed a master's degree in business development, so I knew people with a similar educational background who were willing to teach or transfer their knowledge to others. My friend also had a large network of entrepreneurs who were willing to partake in the program to share their experience. So we started sending emails, contacting some people on WhatsApp, and even made LinkedIn posts inviting people to partake in the program. We got a few people who were willing to volunteer. Now back to the Google form that I had set up to attract graduates. A few people applied. I interviewed about 10 graduates because I wanted to get only the serious ones. From these 10 graduates, I picked 2 and then connected them to the experts. So each graduate had an expert to guide them during the 6-week schedule. All sessions were held on Zoom following the experts' availability. I sometimes followed some of the sessions just to make sure in case there is a technical issue, I would step in. That's how I tested my business idea with zero capital invested. Now here's the final step. After the 6 weeks, I gathered feedback and measured the outcomes. Luckily for me, all parties had a good experience. I now had a success story to show potential funders. With some support from my friend, I could secure a huge amount of funding to continue the program. And that's how I launched my business with zero capital invested. If you would like me to make a video explaining how the business is going and how I secured the funding, let me know in the comments. Now here's a summary of the main takeaways from my story. The first thing, you need to understand the problem, the solution, and your main stakeholders. Once this is done, the next thing to do is to test your idea. Start small, test your idea with a few participants before scaling. Another takeaway is to leverage your personal and professional network to reach your potential customers and collaborators. And finally, remember that success can attract funding. So while testing your idea, the main goal is to get a success story that you can show people. I hope this video helps you to get started with your idea and to launch your business with zero capital. Thank you for watching. Please drop all your thoughts and questions in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.